Hey, welcome back. This is Paige from Paige Pilates, and today we're doing a tutorial on breathing. So Joseph Pilates, making his method, said that breathing was the #1 thing you need to learn to live a healthy life. And I couldn't agree more. I like to specialize in pelvic pain and postpartum. I myself have pelvic floor dysfunction and have had chronic pain. And I just want to help you guys get out of that if you are in that situation. Now, quick disclaimer, not a medical professional, but Pilates saved my life. And learning how to breathe is the first step to getting out of pain. Because oftentimes when we're in pain, we grip, we clench, we hold, we're afraid to move, we have that fear of movement, and breathing is the best way to start getting out of that. So you can sit, you can stand, you can lie down. I'm going to show you different angles so you can see what's going on. But first, we're going to do diaphragmatic breathing. And I like to lie down for this one. So maybe join me on your back if you'd like. And you're going to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And I just want you to breathe into your hands. That's all you're going to do. Inhale. Exhale. And you're just trying to move your hands, I'm going to exaggerate, up towards the ceiling as you inhale and down towards the floor as you exhale. And that is diaphragmatic breathing. What we're doing in diaphragmatic breathing is trying to use our diaphragm and make sure that it is moving as we breathe. Because oftentimes it doesn't, because we're breathing up here and it's shallow breaths up. Have you ever noticed when you're stressed, you breathe up here and the shoulders go up and the neck is tense and we're not getting all of that oxygen into our body. So things you might want to think about when you're doing this, and again, you can do this sitting, standing, doesn't matter. You want to think about your diaphragm. When you breathe in, when you're pulling air into your lungs, your diaphragm is going to move down. And so ideally your pelvic floor also moves down because they should match. Yeah. Sometimes the pelvic floor is referred to as your pelvic diaphragm. Yeah. So more on that in another video. Anyway, you want your diaphragm to move when you breathe. Your diaphragm's job is to lower, to pull air into your lungs, and then the diaphragm lifts to push air out of your lungs. So even just imagining that like an elevator. The diaphragm moving down as you inhale, and then the diaphragm moving up as you exhale. And just imagining that for a couple of breaths. Now, if you think about where things are in your body, if your diaphragm is at the bottom of your rib cage, yeah, that's where it lives. As you inhale, if your diaphragm moves down, your belly needs to expand. Otherwise, you're putting pressure, inter-abdominal pressure, somewhere else. And that could be putting pressure on your pelvic floor, for example. So when you're doing diaphragmatic breathing, let your belly expand. And then back as you exhale. And that, yes, is connected to a lot of times in Pilates when we're doing something challenging, like rolling up or going into our teaser. We're going to put the exhale on the exertion, on the hard part. Because exhales naturally engage some of your abdominal muscles. Think about when you cough, put your hand on your belly, you'll feel some abdominals kick in because it's removing air from your lungs. Now, there's another way to breathe because obviously diaphragmatic breathing is great. It is going to activate that rest and digest, the opposite of fight or flight, your parasympathetic nervous system. It's going to help calm you down. Diaphragmatic breathing tells your body, you're safe, you're good, we can, the blood pressure is going to come down, we're going to relax. Which is an excellent thing to do because, we live in, strange times. And there's a lot going on and a lot of us are stressed. Now, another way to breathe when you're doing Pilates, you need to have your core engaged. Yes, I talk about that a lot, is lateral breathing. So now, put your hands on your ribs. Yeah, on either side of your rib cage. And imagine an accordion, if you will. Breathe in and then breathe out and feel your rib cage. I'm going to exaggerate here. Expand and contract like you're playing an accordion. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Yeah, this is a great way to breathe while keeping this engaged. So, for example, while you're doing Pilates, lateral breathing is another great option that does not have us going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Those are usually our shallow breaths. So I highly encourage you. I try to take 5 minutes every day. And if it's not 5 minutes, it's 1 minute, but I try to take 5 minutes every day to practice breathing. It was the first thing I worked on as my journey to get out of pain. When I had my chronic pelvic pain, first dealt with, diagnosed, all of that jazz. So I highly encourage you just to sit down or lie down and breathe. Set a timer on your phone or just take 10 deep breaths and start there. Really fill your lungs, really empty your lungs all the way. And another thing, if you're a tactile person, take a TheraBand or a scarf and wrap it around your rib cage. You want to think, if you wear a sports bra, it's going to go right at the bottom where the band of your sports bra would go, like so. Your TheraBand might be longer than mine. And as you as you inhale, push out against the TheraBand. So you'll see, I'll show you, as you inhale, you're going to feel that you're pressing against the TheraBand. Breathe in, breathe out. So sometimes it helps for us to feel that we're pushing into something. So the TheraBand can be a useful tool there. But also, sometimes just when I'm wearing a sports bra, I can feel the band there and think to myself, okay, push the sports bra out, let it come back in. That's another way you can really feel that lateral breathing, that sideways breathing. I always think about it as sideways or the accordion breathing. And then diaphragmatic breathing is another great one. That's the first one we did. That's your belly breathing, letting the belly rise and fall. I love watching my cats breathe because they don't have, diet culture or anything telling them to hold their bellies in, and they breathe however they want to, and it's very healthy. You can watch the same thing with babies breathe. They let their bellies go up and down and up and down, and it's the way that we should breathe when we're not, using our abdominal muscles. So hopefully this helps. Feel free, drop questions in the comments, maybe tell me what was useful, or ask questions. I'm a nerd. I love this stuff. And anyway, you want to breathe well so that you can live well. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for more content. There are more classes and tutorials coming your way. I'll see you soon.